Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay. That's here with another video. Today's video is super exciting as always. In today's video, we are going to be chit-chatting it up about brand ambassadors, influencers. Are they necessary? Do I need them? How much do they cost? How do I even find brand ambassadors and influencers for my business? So we are going to be chit-chatting it up about all of those different topics. Today's video is also sponsored by WorldNewHair. They went ahead and sent your girl this gorgeous unit, y'all. Y'all know I do not try color, so I am super excited to dive right on in. I am going to be installing this hair in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well. While we chit-chat it up, I was definitely doing a lot of rambling because brand ambassadors and influencers, they're very tricky, very confusing, especially for new businesses. So I wanted to make sure that I clarify everything in this video. So I am installing this unit. This is the WorldNewHair Dark 99J unit. This is in 22 inches, so it hits me almost to my waist. I'm really short. And then we also have the 13 by 6 lace frontal. And I also used the Angel Grip to go ahead and apply this wig. And y'all, this glue is so good. Normally I use like Bold Hold or I use Ghost Bond. But this, so good. And it smells just like strawberries. So enough rambling. I know y'all ready to go ahead and jump right on into the video. So go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. And let's go ahead and hop right on in. All right. Let's go ahead and hop right on in. Y'all, I know I look real crazy. I got my stocking cap all glued down. But like I said earlier, today's video is sponsored by WorldNewHair. They went ahead and sent your girl this super beautiful Dark 99J unit, and it is in 22 inches with a 13 by 6 lace frontal. And it was pre-plucked, y'all, so I didn't really have to do too much work. So that was definitely really good. They also sent a bunch of goodies, y'all. I have never ever received this many goodies from a hair company. Y'all know hair companies love to send lashes and, you know, caps and different things like that. But this company went above and beyond. So they sent some discount codes and some informational cards. They sent your stocking caps. They sent a wig grip. Never seen a company send a wig grip. So they sent that. Some hair jewelry, accessories. They also went ahead and sent a headband. They sent some lashes. What else is in here? An elastic band, and then they also sent this edge scarf, you guys, too. So I am going to definitely be using this edge scarf, and I'm gonna just put everything else away, but I'm definitely gonna be using a lot of this stuff, y'all, for sure. So like I said earlier, in today's video, we are going to be chit-chatting it up about brand ambassadors, influencers, while I do my hair. So I'm going to be doing my hair throughout the process of this video, and then I'm going to be showing you guys the final look towards the end. But I am super excited to go ahead and dive right on in, and I am going to also be using the Angel Grip lace glue. So this is by a stylist located here in Tampa, and her Instagram name is, I believe, I Am Coco Beauty or something like that. I'm gonna leave it on the screen, and I'm also gonna put her information down below. So if you are interested in purchasing this hair glue, make sure you guys go ahead and support. It literally smells just like strawberries, y'all. Smells so good. So we are going to be going ahead and doing that. And we're going to be chit-chatting it up about brand ambassadors, influencers. You know, what is a brand ambassador? What is an influencer? How do I find brand ambassadors? How do I find influencers? We're going to be talking about all that good stuff for sure. Are they necessary? How much do I got to pay them? Do I even have to pay them? All that good stuff. So we definitely gonna be chit-chatting it up about that as well. So I am super excited to go ahead and hop right on in. I'm gonna go here and try to camouflage this cap as much as I can. I did not do a good job putting this cap down like I normally do. So we just gonna see what we can do. So what is a brand ambassador? What is an influencer? Do I need one? Is it necessary? Like, ugh, gosh, that's just another thing on my plate as a small business owner is brand ambassadors and influencers. So the difference between a brand ambassador and an influencer is that a brand ambassador is someone who literally goes through, they're endorsing and they are promoting a company's products, you guys. So that is a brand ambassador. And brand ambassadors can be paid, they can be unpaid. When I had brand ambassadors for my boutique, they were unpaid, but they were compensated via free clothing. So you can definitely do it like that as well. So that is what a brand ambassador is. So an influencer, on the other hand, is someone who literally strictly influences. This is a person who has the ability to influence because they have a particular following, or they're very well known, or anything like that. So influencers and brand ambassadors are a little bit more different, just because brand ambassadors are, you know, going through and they're doing an action, whereas the influencer is kind of like a particular type of person, if that kind of goes through and that makes sense for you guys. So brand ambassadors are can be usually short term, or it can be long term. Like me, for example, I've worked with several different brands that you guys have heard me mention, and who have sponsored a lot of my videos several different times now as well. So it can be long term, or it can be short term. You can work with them, you know, on an ongoing basis, or kind of, you know, one-offs or anything like that as well. So that is the difference between a brand ambassador and an influencer, and I wanted to make sure I clarified that before moving forward, so you guys know that as well. So I get a lot of questions all the time like, Troyia, do I need a brand ambassador? Do I need to get an influencer? And the answer is no. Like, you do not need to get a brand ambassador, and you do not need to get influencers or anything like that either. But will it help you in your brand? Absolutely, you guys. It most definitely will help you in your brand a ton by going through and getting a brand ambassador or an influencer. Definitely will help you. I really hope that this look good, because this is gonna be my hairstyle for the week until I get my hair done again. So we just gonna hope and pray that this look good. But it is going to help you a lot in the long run. Brand ambassadors and influencers are going to help you increase your brand's exposure. They're going to help you get new followers. They're going to help increase your sales, all of that good stuff. So that's why I always, you know, recommend you guys to definitely go out and get one if you can, just because it is not going to do anything but to help you guys. So literally the other day I saw Jada, I'm pretty sure y'all know who Jada is, Jada Chavis, however you say her name. She was literally promoting a brand, and they literally, I clicked on it as soon as she posted it, because I was like, I want to kind of gauge to see, you know, this brand's growth by her just using, you know, tagging them, promoting their clothing or anything like that. So I believe the company started with like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 followers. Literally, I checked like 2 or 3 days later, that company had like over 10,000 followers. It had completely sold out of most of the inventory on their site, you guys. So that is the power of using an influencer. That's the power of using a brand ambassador, is literally they are kind of going through and doing the work for you. Is it expensive? Yes, we're going to definitely talk about compensation and all of that good stuff as well. But definitely it can be very, very expensive for you to get a brand ambassador or an influencer, y'all. Definitely can be very expensive. But yeah, that's the power of having a brand ambassador and an influencer, is going through and they're really doing the work for you. Of course, you definitely have to pay them some good money in order to do it, but for the most part, they're really going out there and getting you those sales and bringing in their followers, so that way their followers can be buying customers for you and for your brand as well, you guys. So I get a lot of questions, you know, how do I choose a brand ambassador? How do I know which brand ambassador to choose? How do I find brand ambassadors? So one thing that you guys can definitely do is go on Instagram. But before you go on Instagram, y'all know I gotta reel everything back into target audience. That it just wouldn't be a video. It wouldn't be a Troyia Monay video if I didn't talk about target audience some way, somehow. So when you guys are going through and you are trying to locate and trying to find brand ambassadors and influencers for your brands and all that good stuff, you first and foremost want to really make sure that these brand ambassadors and influencers fit your brand's criteria. What I mean by criteria is you want to make sure that these brand ambassadors and influencers are, if not exactly your target audience, they are very, very close to your target audience. And the reason why is because, for example, if I wanted Jada and Ari to model for my brand, or not model for my brand, if I wanted them to be a brand ambassador for my business, and I had this super loungewear laid back type of business, that would not fit their vibe at all. Because they're not laid back loungewear type of girls. They're the party girls. They're always out and about. They're, you know, going out and, you know, doing different things like that as well, you guys. So you want to make sure that when you're choosing brand ambassadors and influencers, that they fit the vibe of your target audience. If I'm selling loungewear, I'm in the house, I am selling, you know, very, very loungewear, comfortable, cute and cozy type of pieces, I probably won't necessarily reach out to those girls maybe per se to go through and market my brand, just because they aren't loungewear type of girls. I would probably reach out to someone who's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chill, to go through and do that for me there. So you want to make sure that you go through and you know who you are marketing towards and who your brand is for. So when it's time for you to choose ambassadors and influencers and all that good stuff, you kind of have a gauge as to, you know, their liking and the things that they do and all of that good stuff as well. Another thing is your friends and family should not be your brand ambassadors, you guys. And the reason I say this is literally, this goes back to the other day. I had a call or a wind down Wednesday, and one of the young ladies asked me on the wind down Wednesday, you know, what do you do about friends and family not supporting you? And I said, of course, you know, you want them to definitely support you, but that should not be your end all be all at all. And the reason I say that is your friends and family aren't necessarily your target audience for the most part. You might have a couple friends and family who, you know, may be a direct representation of your target audience, but for the most part, collectively, you built this business not to sell to your friends and family. So that should not be the person that you're targeting. So we shouldn't be getting upset when our friends and family aren't necessarily buying from us and doing those different things like that, because they aren't the people who we are targeting with our brands and with our businesses. So this is kind of brings me to say that our friends and family should not be our target audience. We want to make sure that we know who we're targeting first, and we go after brands and brand ambassadors and influencers who fit that direct representation of that target audience. Because more than likely, if I have a huge following, people who follow me either aspire to be like me, I've influenced them in some type of way, or they're similar to me. So if I'm choosing a brand ambassador who fits my direct representation of my target audience, and they are out in the trenches, you know, going through and marketing my brand to the public and all of that good stuff as well, more than likely they're going to bring in a slew of people who are exactly a direct representation of my target audience as well. And that's going to do nothing but build my brand, because I've already gone through and marketed my brand and positioned my brand to go through and reach out for these particular people. Hopefully this makes sense for y'all. But yes, that is why target audience is super important, especially when it comes to brand ambassadors and all of that good stuff as well, there too. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much how you choose brand ambassadors and influencers. Another thing is they don't have to have this huge following. Literally, people with smaller followers, such as like what is it called, micro influencers, they're usually the people that have the highest engagement, because they have, like, you know, that tight-knit community within their followers. So you don't have to reach out to people with millions of followers. You literally can reach out to someone with maybe 10,000, less than 10,000 followers and all of that good stuff as well, and still get a really great result too, because those people have a tight, you know, close-knit community of followers as well. So no need to reach out to someone because they have this huge following at all, you guys. Another thing I do want to mention too about brand ambassadors and influencers is, let's say I do go through and I'm like, okay, I want Jada and Ari to be my brand ambassadors for this campaign I'm doing. You want to make sure that you have enough inventory housed in order to support such a large, two influencers with such large followings, you guys. Literally, I've seen it happen numerous times, you guys. If I get them to go through and promote my brand, I need to make sure I have a ton of inventory. If I go through and I allow them to promote my brand and I don't have a ton of inventory, that means I'm losing out on money, because 9 times out of 10, they go through and they promote my product. That product 9 times out of 10 is going to sell out. So if I don't have enough inventory, I'm losing out on money because I don't have anything else to offer their followers and their subscribers or anything like that because I ran out of inventory. So that is why you really want to make sure if you are going to be working with influencers and ambassadors that you have a really nice load of inventory, because if you don't, you need to make sure you do, or you will not be prepared and you will lose out on money. So you want to have that consistent inventory flow. So if everything literally sells out within your business once you go through and you use your brand ambassadors and your influencers, what are you going to do the next day? So that inventory flow has to be consistent, especially by using brand ambassadors or influencers, because they can make your entire business sell out and you have nothing else to offer their followers. So then their followers aren't going to follow you anymore, or they're going to forget about your brand because you didn't have anything else to offer them. So you want to make sure that you have a really consistent inventory flow, especially if you're using brand ambassadors, influencers, all of that good stuff as well. So I get a lot of questions too, discussing, Troyia, how do I go through and reach out to these people? I go through, I identify who I want to be my brand ambassador, who I want to be my influencer, all that good stuff as well. How do I reach out to them? So if they have over, let's say maybe 10,000 followers, you're definitely wanting to reach out to them via email, just because at that point, a lot of Instagram influencers or anything like that, they do have managers, or they go through and they conduct business only via email. So you might want to go through and do it that way. So you can definitely make sure. So my camera died, y'all. So you can definitely go through and make sure that you're reaching out to them. So reach out to them via email if they have over 10,000 followers, because they usually have a manager or they conduct business via email. Or if they have less than that, you can always go through and contact them via DM. Or you can try contacting them via DM too if they aren't responding back to your emails as well. So you want to just introduce yourself. So I would say, hey, like let's say if I was reaching out to Jada, I would say, hey Jada, my name is Troyia Monay. I'm the owner of Wanted Wardrobe. I'm in the process of looking for brand ambassadors and influencers for an upcoming campaign. Please send over your media kit and or price list. I would love to, discuss working with you further. Always ask for a media kit and a price list if they have a lot of followers. If they don't have a lot of followers, do not ask for it. So that way you can kind of go through and see if they're willing to do it for you for free. So definitely go through, do that. So if you were going through and you're, trying to get someone to go through and market your business, or not market, promote your business for free, you would say, hey, my name is Troyia Monay. I'm the owner of Wanted Wardrobe. I'm in the process of looking for brand ambassadors or influencers. Please send over some additional information. I would love to work with you. But always, 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 before you go through and close anything, give them a reason why you want them to be your brand ambassador or influencer. So you might want to tell them, I want to work with you because I've seen that you provide X, Y, and Z content, and that's the exact type of, content that I want to go through and express to my brand and my followers. Give them a reason why, so that way they know exactly why you're reaching out to them, and they'll be a little bit more susceptible to working with you that way as well, when you do go through and tell them exactly why you are interested in working with them. So definitely go through and do that. So let's go through and put this lace down. But yeah, that is how you go through and you would communicate with them. Just kind of be normal about it. Be nice about it. Hey, my name is X, Y, and Z. I'm in the process of looking for brand ambassadors and influencers. Would love to work with you. I noticed that you provide X, Y, and Z type of content. That's the same type of content that I want to go through and showcase to my brand. Feel like my audience and your audience will be a great fit together. Please send me some additional information. So you can definitely go through and do that. You also want to make sure that you use a catchy subject line, so that way they're more than likely and willing to open that email address, that email as well. So make sure that you are giving them, a catchy subject line or anything like that, so that way they can open up your email too. So you can definitely go through and do that as well. And another thing is, how much do I compensate these people? Like I said earlier, a lot of the times they're going to go through and they already have set rates that they charge. Like me, for example, in order to work with me as a doing a sponsored video, I have particular rates. And a lot of these brand ambassadors and influencers are exactly the same as well, where they have different rates. that they have according to, you know, what type of company it is or anything like that as well. So you just want to email them and say, you know, hey, what are your rates for Instagram posts? Or you can just do an Instagram story or anything like that as well. But yeah, that is pretty much how you compensate them. Just ask them, you know, what their fees are. And if they are someone with a smaller following, you can definitely go through and just do an exchange as well there as well. So definitely no need to go through and spend really, really big bucks on influencers unless you have the money in order to do so. Literally when I first started, I've never actually, I will take that back. I have paid influencers before. I have. If you guys go all the way down on my boutique Instagram, you will definitely see a couple different influencer campaigns that I did. And I did pay them in order to do it. And it was a very, very incredible return on my investment. Was paying them to go through and to work with me as well. So another question that I get also a lot is, you know, how do I avoid fraud and, you know, having influencers scam me and all of that good stuff? Basically, like, you know, how do I protect myself and my business? And the biggest thing that you can do there, and the best thing you guys can definitely do, is to always have contracts in place. Always, 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 always have some type of contract in place for sure. And the reason why you want to do this is not only is it going to protect the influencer, it's also going to protect you as a business owner as well. So when you're going through and you're putting these contracts together, make sure that the contract has your business name on it and your LLC and your business structure and business entity. So I just did a video the other day discussing, you know, LLCs and all of that good stuff as well. And, you know, the difference between LLCs and sole proprietorships and all of that good stuff as well. And I mentioned how, you know, having an LLC overall kind of protects you and your brand from a lot of the different mistakes that you can definitely make if you did not have that LLC or sole proprietorship as well. So definitely go through, make sure that your business's name is on that contract and not your personal name. I mean, you're going to be the one signing it, but you're signing it on behalf of your business. So make sure that your business name is on there just in case if anything happens, your business is held liable and not you as the business owner. You guys can definitely just go on YouTube or go on Google, type in, you know, brand ambassador contract example or template. If you have a lawyer, go through, make sure that they look over it for your contracts and all of that good stuff as well there too. So I am going to finish putting on my wig. I'm going to style it and then I'm going to come back and show you guys the finished result. Alright y'all, so this is the final look. I am literally loving it. So I used my hot comb to kind of go through, press everything down. I used a little bit of concealer in my part and I also just kind of plucked it up a little bit to, you know, make it a little bit wider. Added me some little bit baby hairs and just straighten her up a little bit and we are good to go. Normally, I do not wear straight hair just because I feel like I look so cute with like curls. But I'm kind of feeling the color with the straight hair. What y'all think? Let me know. All the hair details will be down below in the description bar. Thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully you guys learned something about brand ambassadors and influencers and all of that good stuff as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.